Hello, good afternoon. Welcome everybody to Exam Booty's YouTube platform. I am Suchit Sharma and I welcome everybody here. This is SSC CGL English special class in English. Friends, we are studying basic concepts of parts of speech, and in this segment we started the first topic under the main topic parts of speech, and that was noun. We started the topic yesterday, and in our previous class we discussed what noun is. So first of all, before we begin today's lecture, before we begin today's discussion, we first have a recap of the previous class. We discussed noun. What is actually a noun? So we came to know that noun is actually from Latin word nomen, that means name. And that's why when you remember your childhood, you learn the first definition of noun, and that was noun is the name of person, place or thing. That's why you say noun is the name. Noun is the name. And that name will be of any person, any places or anything. So that is why we find the word name in the definition. And we actually discussed another definition, and that was noun is a naming word, and that was actually more wide than the first one, and more shorter version of the first one. The shorter version, noun is a naming word. In this naming word, whenever you name anything, whenever you name anything that you can see, you cannot see, but you can think of, you can touch, you can't touch, anything that is beyond your imagination, but you can name it. Whether it is an imaginary thing or real things, it doesn't matter. When you are naming certain things, all the things will be noun. And after that, we discussed that the noun, that was actually everything. Everything in the universe, you name it, you get it. And you get it, that is actually a noun. That is what you have. The senses, the five senses, whatever you can see, whatever you can touch, whatever you can feel, whatever you can just have taste of, all the five senses, whatever you are listening. Yes, you are listening to a music or jarring noise, cacophony, anything. The five senses that are receiving all the information that you are getting, all the information, all the pieces of information that you are getting, all the information is actually telling you about certain things, and that things are actually noun. So we came to know that there are 5 kinds of noun, and everybody is aware of it, like proper noun, common noun, material noun, collective noun, and abstract noun. And these first four nouns, are collectively called concrete noun. Or tangible noun. And the abstract noun, yes, this one, the fifth one, it is also known as intangible noun. Concrete noun, all the nouns that are concrete, it means proper noun, common noun, material noun, and collective noun. Those we have a common name, that is a concrete noun or tangible noun. They all have physical existence. But when we talk about abstract noun, that is also known as intangible noun, it has no physical existence. This is actually the major difference. There are actually two things in this universe. When we speak broadly, in a very wide sense, there are actually two types of things in this world, and you cannot even name me the third one. There are only two things. The category is actually so wide. You are not going to tell me, you cannot tell me, because there is no such third thing exist in this universe. There are only two types of things. The first category, in which we find things that have physical existence, and in the second one, all the things that doesn't physically exist. So there are two categories. The first category is known as concrete and tangible. Concrete or tangible, both are the same thing. And in the second category, we know as abstract or intangible. You may call it intangible or abstract. Both are same. Abstract or intangible. Now, what actually means physical existence? What is physical existence? Let's talk about it. Like you and me, we exist physically. Yes, we exist physically. Anybody can see us. Anybody can see you. Everything in this universe that has length, that has breadth, that has width, that has height, that has depth, that has shape, that has size, that has color, that has order, that has weight or perimeter or area or volume. If a certain thing has any of these characteristics, let me tell you, let me remind you, anyone, if there is just one of these characteristics, if any of these characteristics is found in a certain thing, that will be 100% a noun regarded as concrete noun or tangible noun. But you are not going to get even one single characteristic if it is an abstract noun or intangible noun. In abstract noun or intangible noun, there is no length. Whatever example you take, just go and think about it. Any example, you just name it, you will find it. In all the examples of abstract noun, you will find that there is no length, no breadth, no height, no width, no depth, no area, no volume, no order, no shape, no size. There is no such concept. Let's take some example. Let's take some examples from proper noun. Proper noun like Ram, Sita, Tom, David, Suchit, and you. All these words, Ram, Sita, David, Tom, they are visible. They have area. Yes. They have weight. They have size and shape. It means they have physical existence. That's why they are under concrete noun. Let's take some example from common noun. Take some example from common noun like pen, pencil, copy, bus, class. This take anything like comb, like bus, scooter, cycle, this camera, even this board. Everything is a common noun. Take this example and you will find that it has length. The pen in your hand has weight. It has a size and shape. It means all common noun physically exist. Yes. Let's take some example from material noun. What do you see? Take any material. Yes, plastic, paper, mud. Go ahead. Gold, iron, aluminium. Take anything. They have weight. Yes, they have weight. They have certain size and shape. It means they physically exist. Take some example from collective noun. The class has a size. You know it. If I have a bouquet, it means it will have some weight. It will have some area or volume. It means whether you take an example of proper noun or a common noun or a material noun or a collective noun, you will find that all the examples from proper noun to common noun to material noun to collective noun, all the noun, you name it, and the example you find in it, all the examples have physical existence. That's why they are put under the category naming concrete noun or tangible noun. They are tangible. But take some examples from abstract noun. Like we all know some of the most famous examples of abstract noun like knowledge, courage, love, hate. Knowledge. Let's talk about knowledge. Does knowledge has a certain length? Does knowledge has certain width or height or depth? No. There is no measurement. You cannot measure knowledge. and you can never weigh the knowledge. Yes, because there is no weight. You can't weigh the knowledge. What color is it, do you think, of knowledge? No idea. You can't tell the color of knowledge. You can't tell the order of the knowledge. You can't tell the size or shape of knowledge. You just can't tell. Because knowledge physically doesn't exist. All the abstract noun does not exist physically. This is the reality. Take any example. Courage. You cannot weigh courage. Courage has no length, courage has no breadth, courage has no depth, courage has no height, courage has no size and shape. Courage has no order, no area, courage has no volume. Because courage does not exist physically, my dear friends, my dear students. So all the examples you take from abstract nouns like courage, love, hate, knowledge, sorrow, joy, they don't have any of the qualities I mentioned. They don't have any of these characteristics. That's why we say that they does not exist. They do not exist physically. They don't exist physically. And that's why the name they have been given is abstract, intangible. Now I believe you have a clear picture why there are only two types of things. And that's why, in a wide sense, we see that there are two kinds of nouns available to us, and that two very wide categories are concrete noun and abstract noun, tangible noun or intangible noun. So now I can say that you have a very clear picture. When somebody says concrete noun, it means you should have a picture in your mind that someone is referring four nouns and leaving one noun. When someone says concrete noun, it means he is saying proper noun, common noun, material noun and collective noun. Just taking the name once, he is mentioning four nouns to save time, to save energy, and to be precise and pithy. That's what is required. And when you say intangible, it means abstract. So now I believe you have a very clear picture what actually these two categories are. The first one is concrete noun or tangible noun, and the second category is of abstract noun, or you may call it intangible noun. These are two major categories we discussed today. We will discuss one by one proper noun, common noun, material noun, collective noun and abstract noun one by one in each of our classes. Our main focus will be on the identification, how to identify nouns. And we will start from proper noun. So, tomorrow we will start learning how to identify noun and among them The first one will be proper noun. So that's all for today. We will meet tomorrow and we will discuss proper noun and how to identify a proper noun in a particular sentence. Till now, till then, goodbye. Thank you. That's all for today. We will meet tomorrow. Take care.